What's up, everybody? A lot of people were like, "Where the hell's the SmackDown review and what's going on?" I am really sorry there was not a SmackDown review tonight, everybody. What happened was I started everything up on my computer, was ready to go, and as I was, pulling everything into the program I use for the video capture and everything, at some point the computer froze. So then I had to restart the computer and everything was lost. I had to place everything in position at about 11:0, probably 11:02. So I was like freaking out trying to get it in there, for the computer to restart and then to set everything back up again and then to put all the pieces back in again. It took about 10 minutes. So like by 11:10 I was ready to go again. And then what happened was while I was doing that, my daughter was in the background crying and she was really really upset and wanted me to lay down with her because my kids are sick right now. And Leah had fallen asleep already upstairs or something with one of the other kids. And so then I was trying to restart again, and when I got it restarted again, it froze on me again. So when it froze on me again, I was just like, I was pissed. I was like, at the same time, I was like, fuck this, you know what I mean? I was like, forget it. I can't, it's not happening. And I just, whatever. But I also wanted to kind of go lay down next to my daughter because she was really upset. So I laid down next to her, and I figured maybe she'll fall asleep, and then I'll go back to trying to get back on again. But instead, I just passed out with her. So I just passed out, and but I mean, it was pretty much done for anyway at that point because it was like 11:20. I am going to do a SmackDown review later today, so I just wanted to tell you that. I was also tired too, so like I probably fell asleep because I was like working out a bunch today. Obviously, 5 years ago, if you guys are watching my show 5 or 6 years ago, I still look like I was in my like mid 20s or something like that. All of a sudden, though, in the last 3 years, I'd say 2017, 18, and certainly 19, I have started to look older and gain weight and everything out of nowhere, just like boom, like here you go, you're old, you're a dad now, you're full dad bod now. And I just woke up, so my hair's all disheveled and everything, and my hair doesn't grow in my face, so I look extra crazy at this point. But so I did a lot of running and stuff like push-ups and all these things today, and it wasn't used to that. But yeah, kids are all been asleep all night. They haven't woken up since then, but I just woke up and thought I'd make this little video and give my initial thoughts on some of the stuff I saw on SmackDown really quickly in my kitchen, which I wouldn't have without you guys. So thank you for that, because I was pretty claustrophobic and screwed up where we used to be. That being said, I'm glad you guys like the Till Death Do Us podcast with Leah, my wife. That has been doing really well on Patreon. It's one of the top viewed things ever on Patreon. And I think we have 100. I mean, we think we have 380 patrons again right now. So we are on our way back, maybe to getting to 400 patrons. But yeah, The Undertaker came out and didn't do anything like what we thought he would do. It was, instead of being something more special than we thought, it was just a generic Undertaker appearance with him going after Sami Zayn. Or Sami Zayn trying to go after him, but I was surprised at how generic it was. Now again, I gotta rewatch the whole thing, and I'm gonna give my real thoughts on it. But just looking at everything, I thought Chad Gable facing Elias would have been a lot better than this fake injury thing. Now I don't know if Elias really hurt his ankle and they decided to throw Shane in there because it was a good fit for this sort of story. But if I was WWE, what I would have done is I would have had two other competitors wrestle to begin the night to face Chad Gable. That way they could have kept the integrity of the King of the Ring, which they had a really good integrity. This King of the Ring was on fire. They were about to hit a home run. The basketball was on fire, and they just needed to shoot the three. And instead, plugging in this whole Owens and Shane story out of nowhere, I think they thought it would help Chad Gable, that it'd be like, oh wow, look at that, he still won. but it kind of interrupted it. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't like how it interrupted the flow. I liked what Chad Gable did last week. I liked what everybody did last week and the week before that. This tournament has been great. But then, when you do what they did, it's like, you know, they really interrupted the flow and the feeling of the King of the Ring. And now it's just going to be, you know, Chad Gable versus Baron Corbin, but I don't know. I didn't like any of what they did as far as that tonight. It was kind of predictable that, you know, this would happen. Now people are talking about Owens going to NXT or something like that. And then the result of what Owens getting fired has happened again. So this was going to happen. So now we know why Kevin Owens was going to get fired. He was going to get fired. Shane McMahon had jury duty. They decided to pause the story. And they literally basically had to come back to the story during this tournament so that they could fire Kevin, which is what they wanted to do originally. We knew that they wanted to, and then all of a sudden they didn't. We didn't know why. Now we know why. It's because Shane McMahon had jury duty, and they didn't know what was going to happen. So they pulled the plug on that because they would have been in the middle of a story, and they delayed it essentially to where people didn't really care that much anyway, and now they really don't care. And just what a goddamn mess. From what I can tell, SmackDown looked like shit. But I have to watch it. I haven't seen it really. I saw pieces of it. I was watching it, and I planned on watching it again. And I saw most of it. It's just that I'm so tired right now that I can't tell you exactly all my thoughts on it. And I think I'm going to rewatch it so I'm more clear on everything. But, I mean, you know, as far as, I mean, I saw all of SmackDown. It just doesn't, I saw most of SmackDown. It just didn't feel like I saw most of it. Because I was working on all kinds of stuff while I was watching it. And I'm like, is this really happening right now? You know, the Ember Moon stuff with Bayley, whatever. Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow when I'm more clear-headed. You can tell I'm still, like, half asleep right now. I need to go back to bed. But I just want to say thank you and sorry that I wasn't, I mean, I think this is probably the 8th time in 7 years that I've missed a review. I think I've missed 8. I think I've missed 8 WWE post shows in 7 years. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. You know, that's like 600 shows, and I think we missed 8. And 4 of those were because I was at the shows, so I didn't do the review or something like that. So it's crazy. But let's not make this a regular thing. Now I'm gonna go. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'll see you guys later. I look crazy. I'm sorry. I look like Wolverine's like less manly, like gay brother. Like right now. I don't know. Shout out to Wesley. What up, Wesley? How you doing, man? Wesley told me that he had some issues with his dad. I know this is weird. I probably shouldn't bring this up. I mean, he doesn't care if I bring it up, but I think it's weird to bring it up in this video, and like it's like not a virtue signal, but the dude's dad was pretty harsh on him for being gay or whatever. And yeah, it's got to be weird to have to deal with that. So probably just, you know, you should probably just, I mean, your dad doesn't sound that crazy, you know, what you told me. It sounds like he's just kind of like, you know, he's a little weird about it, you know. But you know what? If you just keep going, you know, and chipping away, eventually I think your dad will, like, you know, figure it out. He's probably just shocked, you know. It's shocking, I guess, for some people to hear, you know. They don't know, you know. He's older, you know. He'll get over it and figure it out sooner or later, you know. Just bring home one of your boyfriends and just start banging him on the carpet, like right there, you know. Just, or like tongue kissing him in front of your dad, you know. That then he'll be like, you know what? Can I watch? You know. And I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I should go another 50 seconds so I can get that ad revenue. And if I go another 50 seconds, I can get that one ad that will play, and I'll get $1.50 then out of this video, which would be really nice. But you know what? I have more integrity. I'm not going to do it. So we're going to end this video at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. And I hope you guys become patrons. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Listen to me and my wife's podcast. It's like an hour and 40 minutes, and it's nuts. All right, I'm really going. Bye. Oh, yeah. Joe Cronin Show. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm going to 10 minutes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh no, I hit the button.